What is up, loyal lads and ladies? My name is Midnight Wolf, and welcome to another episode of the Wolf on the Field show. In today's episode, we are going to be reacting to week 3 of the Oklahoma versus Tulsa football game. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right on in. I was pleased with the performance that we saw with Oklahoma on both sides of the field. We saw a lot of just about everything in this game, and very pleased with the overall performance. Now, in my preview video, I did want us to be able to spark fear in the Big 12. I was hoping that we could be a little bit more dominant to get other Big 12 teams to be a little bit more afraid of us. So that part was a little underwhelming, but however, still an absolutely phenomenal performance by Oklahoma this week, especially compared to a lot of the other teams. There's been a lot of potential upsets today from other top 10 teams. So the fact that we are one of few teams this week to look at least dominant on the field is very awesome to see. I hope we let this momentum carry us to Big 12 play next week when we play against Cincinnati. Looks like the last time I looked at their schedule or their game today, it looked like they were struggling a little bit. So I'll definitely see what they look like after I'm done with this. But overall, excellent performance. Now, just like I did with the other games, I want to kind of start off by encouraging Tulsa. Tulsa, you guys did an outstanding job. 17 points. That's the most points that an opponent has scored against us. So kudos to you guys for playing your butts off out there. You did a phenomenal job, and you should really be very proud of your program. Wilson, excellent job, and I think that you guys have a very bright future. So please win the rest of your games this year. I think that you guys have something in the works that could really be special. But overall, very happy with your guys' performance. So you guys you had a little bit of a comeback scare there for a second. And so I want to congratulate you guys for playing fairly well in this game. You guys, there was a moment where it did look like that you guys were coming back. So didn't happen. And we sunk our heels in the ground, and we definitely finished out in dominant fashion. So I definitely am very happy with that. But I mean, where do I start? Dylan Gabriel, 28 out of 31 passes. That's amazing. That excellent work. You did your part. Lebby, much improvement from week 2. Not as conservative. There was some conservatism kind of halfway through, and that's kind of the comeback scare. But overall, Lebby, like, offense, night and day difference again from SMU to Tulsa. So I applaud you guys. We almost matched Arkansas State's score, so that is good to see. Now, defense, we did let up a lot more points than the first 2 opponents, but they made up for it with the turnovers, like 5 turnovers, 5 interceptions. That is insane. Like, I think we got more turnovers or more interceptions in this one game than we did the entire season last year. Or I think we might have matched it. It was either we had 4 or 5 turnovers, if I remember right, the entire season of last year. So the fact that we got it, we at least matched it, but we very well could have gotten a lot more, or like 1 more turnover than last season in this one game. And so, I mean, awesome performance in that regard. So yeah, they scored 17 points, but I mean, 5 turnovers, you're going to win just about any ball game if you get 5 turnovers. So awesome performance there. So There is one issue I did see though, and and that's probably what led to Tulsa scoring 17, and that was our secondaries. There's still just something just doesn't seem to be clicking, and I think the more and more I watch, the more and more I see that it might have something to do with the zone defense that we're trying to establish. Um, I think that our strength is man to man coverage. I think that's when we seem to do the most pass breakups and even the turnovers. I think those were man coverage plays. I could be wrong. I didn't pay that close attention to those specific interceptions, but overall, like, yeah, I think we've got to either double down on man coverage or figure out a way to get better at zone, because yeah, it is a night and day difference, I think, when we try to play zone in our pass coverage. So we definitely need to figure something out there. But overall, I mean, there's really not much more you can say. So far, OU in week 3 seems to have been one of the most dominant teams so far. There have been a couple of other teams that have done really well this week, but 66-17, that's really good. And I hope that we carry this momentum to Cincinnati. That's going to be probably our first test. I mean, regardless of how Cincinnati does today, they seem to be struggling today, but I think that Cincinnati is a team that we've got to definitely figure out, and we're going to have to get prepared very soon. So whenever your first practice is, definitely pay close attention to what Cincinnati has on tape for you guys, because we need to be ready for them. I feel a little uncomfortable with some of the glaring issues of our secondary. If any good offense, I think, can really pick us apart in that regard. So we need to definitely be ready against Cincinnati. But overall, there's really not much I can say about this team. This performance was what we wanted to see last week. This would have been a great score against SMU. But yeah, we went there, we went to Tulsa, and we took care of business, and that's all we can ask for as a fan base. So overall, great performance. I really don't have much more to say other than just let's get ready. Cincinnati, they're gonna be pretty solid, I think. So definitely be ready for that and be prepared for that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little reaction. I'll try to do one of these after every single game if I can. It definitely worked out a lot better this game because it was a 2:30 game. So I was able to get home in plenty of time to be able to do this. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with where we're at, what we've seen so far. I think that there is definitely some improvement. I just hope that lightning doesn't strike twice this year and we go into conference play and just lay an egg. That is my biggest fear. So even though we dominated Tulsa, I still want to reserve the hype until we get some more conference play under our belt. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, and I hope you guys more so enjoyed the game today. Very awesome. And yeah, Boomer Sooner. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I hope some of these potential shutouts kind of goes in our way. That would be amazing. Then yeah, we might have opportunities to jump in the polls. So we'll see what happens. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you guys probably sometime next week. So you guys take care.